civil blood make civil hands unclean. From forth the fatal loins of these two foes, a pair of star-crossed lovers take their life, whose misadventured piteous overthrows do with their death bury their parents' strife. The fearful passage of their death-marked love, and the continuance of their parents' rage, which, but their children's end, naught could remove, is now the 2 hours' traffic of our stage, the which if you with patient ears attend, what here shall miss, our toil shall strive to mend.
Welcome, everyone, to a production of Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet, given by the 5th through 8th graders at Emerald Mountain School.
This is not the complete play, but a very short edition for young people using the original words.
We, the announcers, have been added to the play to explain any hard parts.
You may notice some long words because in Shakespeare's time, people liked to play with long words as a sort of game with sounds.
The story starts in fair Verona, where we lay our scene. Here in beautiful Italy, 2 rich families are deadly enemies. The families are named Montague and Capulet.
Romeo, the son of the Montagues, falls in love with Juliet, the daughter of the Capulets.
In those days, people thought luck depended on their horoscope and stars. Since Romeo and Juliet are unlucky, they are called the star-crossed lovers.
The action starts with a street fight between servants of the 2 families, and the Prince of Verona becomes very angry.
Bravo, tool! Here comes to the house of Montague.
My naked weapon is out. Quarrel, I will back thee.
How? Turn my back and run? I will bite my stomach then.
Do you bite your thumb at us, sir?
I do bite my thumb.
Do you bite your thumb at us, sir?
No, sir. I do not bite my thumb at you, sir. But I do bite my thumb, sir. Here comes one of our master's kinsmen.
Try if you be men! Gregory, remember thy slashing blow!
Rebellious subjects, enemies to peace, will they not hear? Whoa! You men, you beasts, on pain of torture from those bloody hands, throw your weapons to the ground and hear the sentence of your moved prince.
The prince announces that from now on, all street fighting will be punished by death.
3 brawls, old Capulet and Montague, have thrice disturbed the peace of our streets. If ever you disturb our streets again, your lives shall pay the forfeit of the peace. For this time, on pain of death, all men depart.
A young man who has not been fighting is Romeo, a Montague. He falls in love with a girl named Rosalind, but she is not in love with him. Good morrow, cousin.
Ay, me. Sad hours seem long.
Tell me, in sadness, who is that you love?
In sadness, cousin, I do love a woman.
I aim so near when I supposed you love.
She'll not be hit with Cupid's arrow.
Examine other beauties.
Thou canst not teach me to forget.
A servant of the enemy house Capulet appears with a list of people to invite to a feast. Unfortunately, he cannot read.
I pray, sir, can you read? Aye, if I know the letters and the language. Signor Martino and his wife and daughters. County Anselm and his beauteous sisters. The lady widow of Retruvio. Signor Placentio and his lovely nieces. Mercutio and his brother Valentine. Mine uncle Capulet. And my fair niece Rosalind. A fair assembly. Whither should they come?
Up to supper to our house.
Whose house?
Now I'll tell you, my master is a great rich Capulet. And if you be not of the house of Montague, I pray come and crush a cup of wine. Rest ye merry. At this same feast of Capulet, sups the fair Rosaline, whom thou so lovest. Go, and compare her face with some that I shall show, and I will make thee think thy swan a crow.
One fairer than my love? I'll go. No such sight to be shown, but to rejoice in the splendor of mine own.
So Benvolio and Romeo plan to go to the Capulets' feast to compare his love of Rosalind with the other girls. Meanwhile, Lady Capulet comes to the room of her daughter, Juliet. It seems the next young Count not named Paris once, the married girl.
Nurse, where's my daughter?
What, lamb? What, ladybird? God forbid, where's this girl? What? Juliet!
Madam, I am here.
What is your will?
This is the matter. Nurse, give leave a while. I must talk in secret. Oh, nurse, come back again. Thou knowest my daughter's of a pretty age.
Come, Lama see. A night she shall be 14. Thou hast the prettiest babe ere I nurse, and I might live to see thee married once. I have my wish.
Mary, that Mary is the very theme I came to speak of. Tell me, daughter Juliet, how stands your disposition to be married?
It is honor I dream not of.
Well, think of marriage now in brief, the county... Well, think of now, marriage now, in brief, the gallant County Paris seeks you for his love.
A man, young lady. Why, he's a man of wax. A flower, in faith, a very flower.
What say you, daughter Juliet? Can you love the man? Tonight you shall behold him at our feast.
I'll look to light.
Madam, the guests are come. Supper served up. You called. My young lady asked for it. The nurse cursed in the pantry and everything in extremity. I beseech you, follow straight.
We follow thee.
In those days, fashionable bachelors could go to feasts without invitations. They would wear masks and dance with all the ladies.
Nay, gentle Romeo, we must have you dance. Not I, believe me. You have dancing shoes with nimble soles. I am a soul of lead. A torch to me. I'll be a candle holder and look on. I dreamt a dream tonight. And so did I. Well, what was yours? A dream is often mine. I better sleep. Or did you dream things true?
Mercutio, to cheer up Romeo, gives a fantastic description of the dream fairy Queen Mab, who visits lovers.
She is as tiny as a jewel in a ring, and her hook is made of insect parts.
Oh, then I see Queen Mab hath been with you. She's the fairy's midwife, and she comes in shape no bigger than an agate stone, drawn to the team of little atomies athwart men's noses while they lie asleep. Her wagon spokes made of long spinner's legs, the cover of the wings of grasshoppers, the collar of the moonshine's watery beams, her whip of cricket's bone. Her chariot is an empty hazelnut made by the joiner squirrel, time out of mind, the fairy's coachmakers. And in this state she gallops night by night through lovers' brains in a dream of love. Peace, peace, Mercutio, peace, thou talkest of nothing.
Supper is done, and we shall come too late.
Or I fear too early.
But at the feast, instead of finding his Rosalind, he falls in love with Juliet.
Welcome, gentlemen. Aha, my mistresses, which of you will now deny to dance? She that makes dainty, she, I'll swear, hath cords.
A quick-tempered Capulet cousin Tybalt recognizes Romeo and wants to kill him for coming to their house.
Fetch me my rapier, boy.
Why, kinsman, wherefore storm you so?
Uncle, this is a Montague, our foe.
Young Romeo, is it?
'Tis he, that villain Romeo.
Oh, let him alone. And besides, Verona brags of him to be a virtuous and well-governed youth. Take no note of him.
I'll not endure him.
He shall be endured. Go to. You are a saucy boy. Well said, my hearts. You are princocks. Go. Be quiet, or, for shame, I'll make you quiet!
Romance in these times often begin by putting the young man on a high pedestal above the lady.
So Romeo pretends Juliet is a holy saint and he is a pilgrim who worships at the shrine of her hand.
If I profane with my unworthiest hand this holy shrine, the gentle fine is this. My lips to blushing pilgrims ready stand, to smooth the rough touch of the tender kiss.
Good pilgrim, you do wrong your hand too much, which mannerly devotion shows in this. For saints have hands, the pilgrim's hands do touch, and palm to palm is holy palmer's kiss.
Have not saints' lips and holy palmers too?
I, pilgrim, lips that they must use in prayer.
Well then, dear saint, let lips do what hands do.
You kiss by the book.
Madam, your mother craves a word with you.
What is her mother?
Married bachelor, her mother is the lady of the house.
Is she a Capulet?
Nay, gentlemen, prepare not to be gone.
Come, hither, nurse, what's he that follows there, that would not dance?
I know not. His name is Romeo, and a Montague, the only son of our great enemy.
My only love, sprung from my only hate?
Come, let's away, the strangers are all gone.
So Juliet, a Capulet, and Romeo, a Montague, fall in love in spite of their families.
Romeo! My cousin Romeo! Romeo!
You have stolen him to bed.
Call, good Mercutio.
Romeo! Madman! Lover! Appear thou! Speak but one rhyme, and I am satisfied. He heareth not, he stirreth not, he moveth not. The ape is dead. Romeo, good night.
Romeo, hoping to see Juliet again, climbs over the wall into the Capulet's garden.
But soft, while light through yonder window breaks. It is the east, and Juliet is the sun. It is my lady, oh, it is my love.
Ay me.
She speaks. Oh, speak again, bright angel.
Juliet wishes Romeo had another name, so he would not be a Montague, an enemy.
Oh, Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou, Romeo? What is in a name, that which we call a rose? By any other name would smell as sweet.
Call me but love. I'll be you baptized. Henceforth I'll never be Romeo.
Art thou not Romeo, and a Montague?
Neither, if you does he dislike.
How camest thou hither? The orchard walls are high and hard to climb. And the place death, if any of my kinsmen find thee here, if they do see thee, they will murder thee.
I have night's cloak to hide me from the sight.
Dost thou love me? I know thou to say aye, and I will take thy word. Oh, gentle Romeo, if thou dost love me, pronounce it faithfully.
Lady, by yonder blessed moon I swear, that tips the soul of the fruit tree top.
Do not swear by the moon that monthly changes in her circled orb.
What shall I swear by?
Do not swear at all. Sweet good night.
Juliet! Juliet!
Anon! Stay but a little, I will come again.
Oh, blessed, blessed night. I'm afeard all is but a dream.
When Juliet returns, she proposes marriage to Romeo.
And she promises to send a messenger to make wedding arrangements.
Dear Romeo, if thy bent of love be honorable, thy purpose marriage, send me word tomorrow, by one that I'll procure to come to thee.
Madam!
sweet sound lovers' tongues like by night, like softest music to attending ears.
Romeo,
My dear,
at 1 o'clock tomorrow shall I send thee?
at the hour of 9.
I will not fail. 'Tis 20 years till then. I have forgot where I did call thee back.
Then stay till thou remember it.
I will forget to have thee still stand there, remembering how I love thy company.
And I'll still stay to have thee still forget.
Good night, good night. Parting is such sweet sorrow, then I must say good night. Till be morrow.
Sleep dwells upon thy eyes, peace in thy rest.
Romeo decides to visit his priest and counselor, old Friar Lawrence, for help.
Hence will I to my ghostly father's cell, his help to crave, my dear hath to tell.
As morning dawns, the old friar collects herbs and flowers to make medicine.
The gray-eyed morn smiles upon the frowning night, checkering the eastern clouds with streaks of light. Now I must upfill this osier cage of ours with baleful weeds and precious juiced flowers, many for many virtues excellent, none but for some, and yet all different. Within the infant rind of this small flower, poison hath residence and medicine power. For this, being smelt, with that part cheers each part, being tasted, slays all senses with the heart.
Good morrow, father.
Young son, where hast thou been?
I have been feasting with mine enemy, when, on a sudden, one hath wounded me. Let's find me wounded.
Be plain, good son.
Then plainly know, my heart's dear love is set upon the fair daughter of the rich Capulet. This I pray, thou consent to marry us today.
Holy St. Francis, what a change is here. Is Rosalind so soon forsaken? But come, young waverer, come go with me. In one respect, all thy assistance be.
Juliet agrees to help the lovers and hopes that their marriage will stop the family quarrel.
For this alliance may so happy prove, to turn your household's rancor to pure love.
Oh, let us hence. I stand on sudden haste.
Wisely and slow, they stumble that run fast.
A little later, Juliet waits for the nurse to return from seeing Romeo about wedding plans.
The clock struck 9 when I did send the nurse. In half an hour, she promised to return. Perchance she cannot meet with him. Oh, that is not so. Oh, she is lame. Oh, honey nurse, what news?
I'm weary. See how my bones ache.
Nay, come, I pray thee, speak.
What haste? Do you not see that I am out of breath?
How art thou out of breath if thou hast breath to tell me that thou art out of breath? Is thy news good or bad?
Lord, how my head aches. It beats as if it would fall into 20 pieces. Ow, my back! Ow, my back! My back!
In good faith, I am sorry that thou art not well. Come, what says my love?
Your love says, like an honest gentleman, and a courteous, and a handsome, and I ward, a virtuous. Where is your mother?
Where is my mother? Why, she is within. Where should she be? How oddly thou repliest. Your love says, like an honest gentleman. Where is your mother?
Oh, God's lady dear, is this the poultice I get for my aching bones? Henceforward, do the message yourself.
Oh, sweet, sweet nurse. What says my Romeo?
Hi, you to Friar Lawrence's cell. There stays a husband to make you a wife. Go, out to dinner. Hi, you to the cell.
Hi, to high fortune. Farewell, honest nurse.
At Friar Lawrence's cell, the lovers are married secretly.
You shall not stay alone till Holy Church incorporate two in one.
Since nobody else knows of Romeo and Juliet's marriage, life goes on as usual.
I pray thee, good Mercutio, let's retire. The day is hot, the Capulets abroad, and if we meet, we shall not escape a brawl. For now these hot days is the mad blood stirring. By my head, here come the Capulets.
By my heel, I care not.
Gentlemen, a word with one of you.
And but one word with one of us, couplet or something. Make it a word and a blow.
Tybalt still wants revenge on Romeo for going to the Capulet feast.
Here comes my man. Romeo, thou art a villain.
Tybalt, villain am I known. Therefore,
But Romeo knows that Tybalt is now his own cousin by marriage, and he is too happy to fight.
farewell.
Boy, this shall not excuse the injuries thou hast done. Therefore, turn and draw.
I do protest. I love thee more than thou canst devise. And so, good Capulet, be satisfied.
Oh, calm, dishonorable, vile submission. Will you pluck your sword out? Make haste.
Tybalt, Mercutio, the prince hath forbid banding in the streets. Good Mercutio. Ah!
I am hurt. A plague on both your houses.
I thought, courage, man. The hurt cannot be much.
No, 'tis not as deep as a well, nor as wide as a church door. But 'tis enough. 'Twill serve. Ask for me tomorrow, and you shall find me a grave man. A plague on both your houses. Why, the devil came in between us. I was hurt under your arm.
I thought all for the best.
Help me to some houseman folio, or I shall faint. A plague on both your houses. You have made worms meat of me.
Oh, sweet Juliet, that beauty hath made me effeminate.
Oh, Romeo! Romeo! Brave Mercutio is dead! Here comes the furious Tybalt, back again.
Tybalt, take that villain back again. For good Mercutio's soul is but a little way above our heads. Neither thou, or I, or both shall go with him.
Romeo! Be gone! Away! The prince will doom thee death if thou art taken. Away! Be gone!
Oh, I am fortune's fool.
Where are the vile beginners to this fray?
There lies the man, slain by young Romeo, that slew thy kinsman brave Mercutio.
Tybalt, my cousin, oh my brother's child. Prince, Romeo must not live.
Prince sentences Romeo not to death, but to exile or banishment. If he stays in the city, he must die.
And for that offense, immediately we do exile him hence. Let Romeo hence in haste, the hour will be as... Let Romeo hence in haste, or else when he's found, the hour will be his last. Bear hence this body!
That evening, Juliet waits for her young husband.
Come, gentle knight. Come, loving black-browed knight. Bring me my Romeo. And when he shall die, take him and cut him out into little stars. He shall make the face of heaven so fine that all the world will be in love with the knight. Oh no! Now, nurse, what news? Tybalt is gone, and Romeo banished. Romeo that killed him, he is banished. Oh God! Did Romeo's hand shed Tybalt's blood? It did! It did! Alas, the day it did! I will find Romeo to comfort
friars, Romeo waits in hiding.
Romeo, come forth, thou fearful man.
Father, what news?
Hence from Verona, thou art banished.
Oh, there's no world without Verona's walls. Heaven is here, where Juliet lives. And every cat and dog and little mouse may live here in heaven and look on her, but not Romeo. Oh, friar.
Hark how they knock. Run to my study.
I come from Lady Juliet.
How is it with her? Doth she not think me an old murderer? Where is she, and how doth she?
Oh, she says nothing, but weeps and weeps.
Art thou a man? Thy tears are womanish. What, rouse thee, man? Thy Juliet is alive. Go, get thee to thy love.
The friar warns Romeo to leave Juliet's chamber early the next morning and leave to the city of Mantua. There he will have to stay until he gets Prince to pardon him and the friar announces the marriage.
But look thou sayest not till the watch be set, for then thou canst not pass to Mantua, where thou shalt live till we find time to blaze your marriage, beg pardon of the prince, and call thee back.
Farewell.
Meanwhile, to cheer up Juliet because he thinks she is weeping for her cousin Tybalt's death, Lord Capulet decides to have her marry young Count Paris right away.
Look you, she loved her kinsman Tybalt dearly, and so did I. Wife, go to her ere you go to bed. Acquaint her here of my son Paris's love. But soft, what day is this?
Monday, Mother.
Monday. Well, Wednesday is too soon. On Thursday. On Thursday let it be. On Thursday tell her she shall be married to this noble earl. What say you to Thursday?
My lord, I would that Thursday were tomorrow.
Wondrous. Go you to Juliet. Prepare her wife against this wedding day. Farewell, my lord.
Juliet done, Romeo leaves his young bride.
Wilt thou be gone? It is not yet near day.
Look, love, night's candles are burnt out, and Jocund Day stands tiptoe upon the misty mountain tops. I must be gone and live, or stay and die.
Yon light is not daylight, therefore stay yet.
Let me be taken. Let me be put to death. I've more care to stay than will to go. Come, death, and welcome.
Hie hence, be gone away. More light and light it grows.
More light and light, more dark and darker woes.
Madam, your mother's coming to your chamber. The day's broke.
Farewell, farewell, one kiss and all descend. Farewell.
Either my eyesight fail, or thou lookest pale.
Dry sorrow drinks our blood. Adieu, adieu.
So the lovers have to part, and Juliet must pretend the wedding never took place.
Ho, daughter, are you up?
Who is it that calls?
Evermore weeping for your cousin's death.
I cannot choose but weep the friend.
But now I'll tell thee joyful tidings, girl.
And joy comes well in such a needful time.
Marry, early next Thursday morn to the gallant young and noble gentleman, the Count of Paris at St. Peter's Church. We'll happily make thee there, a joyful bride.
By St. Peter's Church and Peter too, there will not yet make me a joyful bride. Go, tell my lord and father that I will not marry yet.
Here comes your father, tell him so yourself.
How now, wife? Have you delivered to her a decree?
Aye, sir.
She will none. She gives you thanks.
How? Will she none? Mistress minion you, thank me no thankings, nor proud me no proud. But settle your fine joints against Thursday, next to go with Paris to St. Peter's Church. Disobedient wretch!
You are too hot.
It makes me mad. Look to it. Think on it. Thursday is near, and you be mine. And you be not, I'll give you to my friend. Hang, beg, die, starve in the streets. Bethink you.
Talk not to me, for I'll not speak a word. I have done with thee.
Juliet turns to her best friend, the nurse, for help, but the nurse does not give very good advice.
Oh, nurse, how shall this be prevented?
Faith, here 'tis. Romeo is banished. But then I think it is best you married with the county. Why, he's a lovely gentleman, and Romeo's just a dishcloth to him.
Well, thou hast comforted me marvelous much. Go, tell my lady, I am gone to Lawrence's cell to make confession.
But Juliet would rather die than commit bigamy. Her last hope is the kind old friar.
Marry I will, and this is wisely done.
O most wicked counselor, I'll to friar to know his remedy. If all else fail, myself hath power to die.
We will now be taking a short intermission. There are drinks and refreshments outside in the lobby. We'll see you back in 10 minutes.